Hi, what's up? ArcubiHD here, and we're going to try something different in this video. So I've asked my girlfriend to play the game for 2 days, and she has no experience in Ragnarok or any MMORPG. So in this video, we'll try to see how is the game from a perspective of a new player, completely new to Ragnarok and MMORPG. So you played the game for 2 days now. So what's your overall feel about the game?
I have pros and cons about the game. First is too technical for a con. You need to read a lot of things for you to understand what to do. But I think the good thing about it is that you'll be at awe of the animation and things that you can customize.
Okay, that's a fair assumption, a fair review on the game. So in this section of the video, we'll go into some questions and try to answer it as much as possible. So there will be in-game knowledge or like overall game questions. So are you ready? Okay, so first question is, can you introduce your character?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Hopefully you're showing my character in your video, but this is named Roka. Roka is a Japanese word, came from the word oroka, which means stupid or foolish. It doesn't have actually a greater deeper meaning on that. So she's an archer. I chose that job, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm inspired with the color of the hair. It's ash gray, and then I chose red in the eyes with a smirk, so it looks like it's gonna fight whatever it takes on whatever stupid mission I am in.
Okay, so you mentioned that you've chosen an archer. So why did you choose this job among the other job classes?
Okay, that's a great question. I actually think that there are 6 jobs inside, and as I remember, I clicked one of it and looked at the animation that it has. So I was having this second thought whether I'll choose the first one, the one with the the one that looks like Sakura, the one with a star. It has a great animation. I think it's a sage, but I always remember that back in elementary days, I have this notebook, and he's a Ragnarok character, which is an archer. And yeah, LaSalle spirit, even I'm from Benilde, archer spirit. So I also prefer having a range hero like in Dota. I don't normally play melee. I don't fight near the enemy, but I prefer from afar. So that's why I chose an archer. It has a range. So that's why I was also wondering, but maybe I will later ask you, because when you fight, sometimes the character will go near the enemy, which I find weird. Why? I'm supposed to have this range, right? So I don't know.
Okay, I think I'll check the video of like that clip that you mentioned earlier and try to explain what's happening there. Okay, in this video you can see that I think she failed to equip any of her archer skills. That's why each time she uses a skill, which is first strike, her character goes into melee range. Okay, so game time knowledge. So try to answer as much as possible. So can you give me at least 3 job classes? Can you name at least 3 job classes?
Swordsman, sage, assassin, archer. 4. See?
Okay.
I know more than 3.
I accept that, even though sage class is not yet implemented, but I see that it's there. It listed as one of the alternate jobs. So I give the point for that. Okay. Next question is, can you name at least 2 places you've been?
2 places. Frontera, south and north. Is that counted as 2? Or there's also an island, but I forgot the name. Is something.
Okay, alright. So South Frontera, 1 point. Yeah, and Frontera. Okay. Next is, can you name at least 5 monsters?
Monsters. Apparently porings are considered as monsters, and there's grasshopper as well, and the cutest one is the pig, the cute little pig. How many should I give you?
5.
5.
Two
And
more.
then there's one inside the dark that looks like a spider. And there are bosses. Like the boss pouring and then the boss insect.
Okay.
The one that
Okay.
I took picture with.
Okay. I think I have the video here. I think I'm gonna show it here in this clip. Okay. And lastly is what is an adventurer's handbook?
I think it's like an employee's handbook. So whenever you join a company, they will give you a handbook. What to do, what to wear, what not to wear. What is the business hours of the company. So I can relate it to that. It's like a Ragnarok employee's handbook. What you need to do. What are the skills, I guess. What are the jobs available for you. And I think I also have a question. Is Kiki the guide?
Yes. So first thing is your answer for what's an adventure handbook. That's definitely the wrong answer.
Is it?
Yes. So the adventurer's handbook is on the top right of the screen. This is where all of the recorded history of your character is captured.
The trails.
Any monsters that you fought, taken a picture, any NPC you've talked to, any achievements that your character gained throughout your adventure, that is logged into the adventurer's handbook.
Amazing how the database looks like.
Yeah, and then for your question, Kiki is one of the NPCs that is supposedly guiding new players to the game. So I think Kiki is doing half.
She
didn't do quite a good job, I guess, but she's doing quite.
Is it more on me?
Yeah.
Maybe it's more on me.
Okay, so we've done like 5 questions, I think, regarding like game knowledge. So my next question is like overall MMORPG questions. So what do you think is first question is what do you think is the goal of the game?
It's like some other games, like the style of the games where you have quest to finish, and then as you finish a quest, you'll gain some coins or some stats. Then you'll fight more monsters, and then you can have a guild membership once you get to a specific level, which was level 20. And it actually, surprisingly, it also gives me some goal to hit on. Like, okay, before I stop, I will try to hit level 20 first so I can join a guild. So it's more of like killing monsters and at the same time, maybe you'll say camaraderie.
Lastly is like what are some things you wish you knew earlier? Like once I know you played for 2 days, like on the second day it's like, oh, I should have known this on the first day to make my life easier. So some of those tips or anything for new players like you that would jump into the game, what would be your overall general advice for them?
I think the first thing is that to know where the quest is. Apparently it's on the left hand side. There's a box there that you can tick, and there's a difference between the tutorial and the main quests. So I think that's the first one because it helps you level up. And secondly is the one that you pointed out that I don't have any skill. When I was playing on the second day, I don't even have a single skill. That's why I was trying to change my skill, but I can't because I haven't equipped anything. I was also wondering why it's so hard to kill a pouring. So maybe it's because I didn't really have, equipped the right skill. If I know that, then I would have choices and I would have managed my skills properly and killed the bad guys faster than I did.
Alright, so last couple of questions. Your top 3 things that you like so far?
Oh, okay. Number 1 is the animation. I have notes on that because I put the pros and cons in one small notebook. So the first one is the animation. I really like it. Like the way the story shows, the way her character will be lifted up to the air just to, give a grandeur on that. and you can customize the look, like the eyes, the color. You can choose what to wear, but I haven't got to that point whereby I can change my costume. Maybe in the future I will be able to, but that's the one that I like the most as well. Second is the quest. They're guided. Although I'm not sure whether there's a free will type of like, I want to do this today, I will do this, instead of following the quest. So I think those are the 3 items that I'd like about the game.
Okay, and then on the opposite side is top 3 things that you think would need improvement or you don't like in the game.
The very first one is there's a lot of reading involved. I do love reading, but I don't love reading inside the screen that has a lot of text from the character's name that you see or you engage with, and then there's a lot of these little characters that sell stuff and ask you to upgrade something. Then you realize you don't have the ingredients to upgrade, and then you don't know where to get it. So, I mean, I'm going from a lot of text to needs more instruction to have like, okay, where should I get this stone or rock so that I can have 4 rocks and I can upgrade this headband? I don't know, but that's a type of clothing that I see somewhere there, or boots. I think those are the things that can be improved. And the skill, maybe add a little bit of tutorial on adding the skill. Like put a sample, ask the player or the beginner to add 1 skill and then just remove it if he or she doesn't like it. Because yeah, it was just a text. It was highlighted, but it was just a text. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't able to do it physically.
Okay, thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you love it, and comment down below for any future content that you want to see on my channel, and catch you next time. Peace.